Hey movie fans, welcome back to the Dave Lee Movie Vlog. Now this is the place from Monday through Friday. I love talking about all the latest movie news that's happened in the world of Hollywood. And then on Saturday and Sunday I go in and review all the films that come out in your local movie theater. So if you love movies as much as I do, go hit that subscribe button. So the first story I want to talk about today is that Warner Brothers has bought 4 domain names for their up-and-coming DC movies. The first one is the JusticeLeagueFilm.com. The second one is the WonderWomanMovie.com. The third one is AquamanMovie.com. And the fourth and final one is ShazamMovie.com. Now, if you go and click on any of these links, they will automatically take you to the Warner Brothers website. And so this tells me there's a possibility that these are real. And that there is a possibility that in the upcoming weeks, DC is going to have this big old post saying that these are the up-and-coming 4 movies in the next, well, 8 years. And if that's the truth, actually, no, not in 8 years, because they want to put out about 1 film a year. And that's actually 4 years. That would be freaking awesome to see. Now, the one thing that us, the audiences, have been asking for is a female-led superhero film. And if Gal Gadot can actually prove to us that she belongs in the role of Wonder Woman, I'm going to be so stoked for the up-and-coming Wonder Woman film. There's just such greatness in the Wonder Woman character. If you just go and look at her, what Brian Azzarello did in his run with Wonder Woman, you will be ecstatic for a future Wonder Woman film. And then to have on there an Aquaman film. Now, Aquaman has been the butt of every single joke that any comic book lover has said. He's like, oh, this guy just talks to fishes. He's just stupid. He just go, nye, 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 and then all the fishes come. Well, I'm here to tell you people, Aquaman is not that. Aquaman, if you go read the New 52, when DC rebooted Aquaman, they made him a badass. And then you go and look and see what they did with him in the new Injustice Gods Among Us game. You will say, now there is a badass Aquaman. And so if they could bring that type of characteristic to the film, they got a winner on their hands. Big time. And then also we have on there a Shazam film. And as everyone knows, is that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has said that he has a choice between playing Black Adam or Shazam. Now, I would love for him to play as Shazam because there's something about him playing a hero. I mean, he just has this demeanor about him that everyone just loves. Now, I can understand if he says, I want to challenge myself, so I'm going to go play this villain. Well, you know, the villain in most comic book movies don't really last all that long. I mean, yes, we did see Loki come in the Avengers films and in the Thor films, but how often do you actually see a reoccurring villain in a superhero film? Not very much, not very many. So I am ecstatic for this. I'm ecstatic to hear DC actually say that these are our next up and coming movies, because people, we know that they're happening. So comment down below, let me know, do you love this news? Are you excited for these films? And if not, give me a reason down below. The second story of the day has been quite sad. How to Train Your Dragon 3 release date has been pushed back to 2017. Originally, How to Train Your Dragon 3 was supposed to come out on June 17th, 2016, the same day as Finding Dory from Pixar. Now, it would have been so interesting to see what would happen at the box office when 2 juggernaut companies came and put out 2 animated films at the same exact time. Now, we've heard about this type of thing happening before, but in the superhero realm, where Marvel and Warner Brothers, Marvel said, we're going to go put out Captain America 3 on this day. Warner Brothers said, we're going to go put out Batman v Superman on the same day. And everyone was waiting. Who's the first person that's going to blink first? Well, of course, it was Warner Brothers, where Warner Brothers said, okay, Marvel, you keep that date. We're actually going to go move a month ahead and get all that money. And so we had the same thing happen here, but instead of somebody moving back a month, we actually had DreamWorks moving back a whole entire year. Now, How to Train Your Dragon 2 was one of my favorite films of the year. I mean, the animation was so beautiful. The story was so epic that when you were watching this film, I really thought to myself that this film is taking more liabilities than a lot of live action films actually would. And it was just, I like really watching How to Train Your Dragon 2, I felt that it may be blasphemy to say, but I felt it was almost on par with a type of storytelling that you would see from Toy Story, where I would just like, this world in How to Train Your Dragon is just so beautiful and so well realized that I just wanted to dive more into it. And then to find out that I'm going to have to wait a whole entire year, I'm like, no! Or like how Darth Vader would go, no! That's how I really felt. I was like, oh man, just knowing that I have to wait another year for this movie, disappointed big time. So let me know down below, are you guys sad about this news that find out that How to Train Your Dragon 3 has been pushed back for a whole entire year? Let me know down below. The final story of the day is that Shane Black's newest film, The Nice Guys, gets a release date of June 17th, 2016. The official synopsis of the film is The Nice Guys takes place in 1970s Los Angeles, when down on his luck Private Eye Holland March, Gosling, and hired leg breaker Jackson Haley Crow must work together to solve the case of a missing girl and a seemingly unrelated death of a porn star. During their investigation, they uncover a shocking conspiracy that reaches up to the highest circles of power. Now, I am so excited to hear that Ryan Gosling is going to be coming back into like this film noir. Now, there was the latest film that he did in Gangster Squad where it was not the most well-received film. But Ryan Gosling was not the reason why that film failed. But there's many reasons. But Ryan Gosling wasn't one, and I'm so excited to see him back in a film noir type of setting. Because Ryan Gosling, for me, is probably one of my favorite actors going to date. If you haven't seen him in Drive, he's so freaking badass in that. Or if you haven't seen the film Only God Forgives, he is so freaking badass. He doesn't even say like a freaking word in the whole entire film, but he is badass. And then you have in there Russell Crowe. Now Russell Crowe easily is one of the best actors in Hollywood. I mean, when he sets his foot on a movie stage, he is dialed in, and he will bring his A game to every single role that he is in. And so to hear that these two are coming together with Shane Black, oh my God, this is going to be such an awesome day. Now, June 17th, 2016, if you remember, that's when last story I talked about where How to Train Your Dragon 3 actually left that date. So to have a great Pixar film with Finding Dory, and then to have this film, it's going to be a great day at the movie theater. June 17th, 2016 is going to be a badass day. I cannot wait for it to come out. And so, let me know. Are you guys excited for this film? Let me know down below. And what do you also think about the film Finding Dory? Because that has been like one of the most common things between the last two stories. Let me know down below. And thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys next time on the David Lee Movie Vlog.